Hello.
Hi Shiv, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Are you ready for your 30 questions for 30 under 35?
Sounds like a plan, let's go.
So how do you like to start your day?
I'd say gym every morning, so I do train 6 days a week. I think for me, that's a non-negotiable.
Impressive. And are you an early bird or a night owl?
Bit of both, honestly. I do wake up quite early, so it could be 4, could be 5. It depends on whenever the kids wake up. But at the same time, I do finish work quite late, so you'll find me here working until 8, 9, 10, at least once a week until midnight.
Wow. And what song are you playing on repeat right now?
There's no real song, I'd say. I mean, at the moment, I'm listening to a lot of grime, a lot of drill music as well, so it keeps me hyped up.
That's great. And I heard you love cars. What are you currently driving and what's next on your list?
Right now I have a BMW M3. I'd love a Lamborghini Huracan one day.
Very nice. I bet everyone wants a lift from you.
Yeah, I've got one here too actually.
How did you know you wanted to be in real estate?
For me, honestly, I've always had an interest in property, always had an interest in sales. But it wasn't until my best mate started real estate he inspired me, but also he showed me a video of Gavin Rubinstein, and I think that got me really excited to work in the industry, and yeah, haven't looked back ever since.
Awesome. And what did the first 6 months look like for you?
First 6 months, I'd say it was a bit of a waste of time. It wasn't until about 12 months in when I did take this seriously, and then switched on really.
And if I was a young or aspiring agent, what was the best piece of advice you could give?
I'd say stay patient. This is a long-term game, and never give up.
Great.
And how would your friends describe you in 3 words?
In 3 words, I sent a few messages yesterday to find out, the answers, and I think the 3 most common ones were competitive, disciplined, and sophisticated. I think it was. One said 12, I said, oh, nice.
What's your favourite podcast?
Not that I listen to any podcasts at the moment, but I used to listen to Tom Panos's $1 Million Agent. It's a great place to get a lot of good information.
Oh, I have to save that one to my list.
What's your best advice?
Best advice, I'd say, don't give up, push every day, and stay persistent. I think, especially in our industry as well, people do give up quite easy and quite early as well. It's the ones who don't give up, who win.
As a director, what's important for your team's success?
For me, I'm big on accountability. For me, it's making sure I'm tracking the numbers, listing, sales, appraisals, VCI. I think, whatever you can track, you can manage. So without tracking and without accountability, we can't measure how people are going and how they, what they need to do to succeed as well.
Can you tell us how many listings you've done?
I'd say in the last 8 to 9 years, you'd have to think over 500 to 600, I'd say. I'd love to find out actually.
Wow, that's very impressive. What's your secret weapon for success?
Secret weapon for success, I'd say, I do outwork my competitors. I've been working 7 days a week for the last 7 years, and I think, if anything, if people just outwork the competitors and do all they can, they'll succeed.
And who inspires you?
I'd say my family, so my wife and kids, what I do is for them as well, and they inspire me to work hard.
What excites you the most about real estate?
I love the thrill of the chase, so each day is a new challenge, and
And what's one piece of advice you give to your 15-year-old self?
I'd say never give up. You can do whatever you put your mind to, and just go for it.
Awesome. And what would be your real estate superpower?
Performing at a high level with minimal sleep. I think, especially after having 2 kids, you kind of get used to it. But I think that would be it.
What's your favourite restaurant?
I'd say Sereno's. It's down the road. Great venue. I'd say probably the best venue in the hills.
Oh, I have to give it a go. What are you reading right now?
Reading, nothing.
And what's the most underrated skill of a successful agent?
Underrated skill, I'd say dealing with stress. Being able to perform under high pressure situations. But really performing at a high level under stress.
Yeah. And do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, health and fitness. Soccer. I'm a big soccer fan. Follow Chelsea, the EPL. Footy, NRL, follow Broncos.
What sets you apart from your competition?
I think for me, it's my work ethic. I work 7 days a week, like I said, and it's a funny story. A couple of years ago, I started running Sunday open homes. And a few of my competitors followed through for the first couple of weeks, and then they got tired.
And what's your biggest career learning?
Biggest career learning, I would say for me, would have been, when I first started real estate, and I was 12 months in, and I hadn't gone anywhere because I was too focused on the image of being an agent, the social part of it, the parties, all the rest as well. It wasn't until I was in about, I think, 25K worth of debit when I realised I actually have to now work. Ever since then, it's been very successful.
What's your favourite social media channel?
Instagram.
Good choice.
I'm a big Instagram user.
And you've recently hit Chairman's Elite recognition status. Congratulations, by the way. So, what would be your top tips to hit this status, which is the top 1% of high performers?
For me, I think it's really, setting your goals high and measuring and planning on how you can achieve these goals as well. So, my goal this year is to hit 3, and I'm on track, and I'm just taking each day as it comes, but also making sure I'm hitting those numbers daily, weekly, monthly, to make sure that I do hit my target by the end of the financial year. I think a lot of people don't plan, for success. I think that's very important.
What's one place in your area that you'd love to visit when you need a break?
I'd say the gym. I said if I'm not at the office or at home, I'd be at the gym.
Sounds like a good alternative.
And what's your favourite moment of your career so far?
Favorite moment, I'd say probably setting this spot, walking in when we first opened up the office 2 years ago. I'd say by far my biggest accomplishment, I'll never forget that day.
That's a great achievement. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'd love to have multiple offices, have a high number of high-performing agents in the office as well, hit a certain number for property management. But really, for me, I want to see myself and my team grow to be better versions of who we are at the moment. And it's really, see all of my people kill it, and see them succeed.
Wow, thank you so much for your time today,
You're welcome.
Shiv. That's
Good to see you guys.
Okay, see you next time.
Take care. See you later.